guys, I hope everybody's doing well. Tonight's video is going to be what they don't tell you about fillers. Yeah, so that's what this is going to be. And if you are new here, please subscribe to the channel. And if you like ASMR content, preferably whispered ASMR, I have an entire ASMR channel. That's my main channel, I call it, that I will link down below for you. I'd love if you checked it out. I also have a Patreon where I post 4 videos a month for $5. Then I have a second tier where I do tarot readings in ASMR, of course. For the patrons, I pick either 2 or 3 patrons out of that tier per month. That is at random, that I do tarot readings for, and they are lo-fi ASMR tarot readings. And then I post that video for everybody to enjoy for that tier, plus ASMR live streams. So the link for that will be down below. So, about almost 2 years ago, I got lip filler just in my top lip. My bottom lip is mine, it's always been mine. I never had filler there, but I wanted to get filler in my top lip to even out the bottom lip, because my bottom lip has always been very large. I mean, not huge, but large. When I was a kid, I was actually ashamed because my lips were so big. And that's why majority of the time I would only wear nude lipsticks, because I felt like when I wore color it would bring too much attention to my lips. It made me uncomfortable. So I was curious at a time when everybody was getting lip filler, and everybody only talks about like the glorious parts of filler, right? And I wanted to kind of cover cost, and it definitely depends on where you live and who you go to. Make sure you do your research, make sure you read real reviews, and talk to the doctor or whoever's going to be doing it for you. Make sure that they've been doing it for a while, they have experience. Ask to see some before and after photos. And, compare pricing. Pricing's huge. It's not a cheap procedure. And I'm going to be referring to lip filler in this video, but you can get so many different types of filler. And there are different kinds of filler as well, and a lot of doctors won't tell you that. Or, estheticians or whoever's giving you the filler. I went to a doctor, a surgeon, because that's who I felt good about. Now, like I said, it's been almost 2 years and I have not gotten it again. And not for a particular reason. I just, it wasn't that big of a difference for me. Some people, it's a huge difference. But for me, with already having larger lips, I'm okay with the lips that I have. But because I've been through it, I wanted to talk about it, because I don't think enough people do. Like I said, people do, but it's just like, oh, I love my lips. They don't talk about the pain aspect. Does it hurt? What does it feel like? What's the process? I'm going to cover all that in this video. Like I said, there's multiple kinds of filler. Some are better than others. Some are softer than others. And, of course, some are more expensive than others. So, it kind of depends on what you want to spend and the look that you're going for. If you're looking for a softer look, if you're looking for a more full look, etc., etc. That's why I tell you, do your research first, and not only for who you're going to have perform it for you, but for the kind of filler that you would like to get. Because like I said, sometimes when you go to the place, They won't give you all the options. They'll say, oh, you want lip filler? Okay. And they don't give you the options of multiple types of filler. There are many out there, and it should be your decision, as it's your body, which one you want to put into your body. And if it's super cheap, it's probably too good to be true. If it's, anything under, I'd say, $600, red flag. If it's too inexpensive, there's probably something going on there, okay? For one syringe, it's probably going to run you anywhere from $700, like $600 on the lower end, maybe in some states, but we'll say $600 to even up to $1,500. Again, depending where you live, depending how good the doctor is, because you're paying for their time, you're paying for their professionalism, their experience. Also, when you first get filler, I would say start out small. Don't, go super large, because you don't know how the filler is going to take to you. It might take different to you than it did for your friend who got it. So your friend might have had 2 syringes. You might only need half a syringe. Everybody's bodies are different. How your body reacts to the filler is different. And your lips and their shape are different than your bestie or whoever. In terms of the process, so once you make payment, decide what kind of filler you want, decide where you're going to get it, the process. So you'll go in, and some places will use a numbing cream and others won't. Some doctors don't like to because it leaves a lot of bruising rather than not using it. So your chances of bruising and swelling are higher with a numbing cream than they are when you don't use one. So some people don't, and how they don't, I don't know. Because the one time I got it done, my lord, was it painful. Like, wow, okay. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's not, because it was. Some places use super large needles, some places use the little ones. Again, depends on the doctor, their technique, and so on and so forth. Again, talk to the person who's doing it, be transparent, ask questions. You're paying them for their services, you're allowed to do that. So, you'll either be numbed or you won't. Some places might have you ice the area first to kind of get it a little numb. And then they will use a needle and make a couple incisions in your lips. It's not a one go and you're done. No. They have to do, like one here, one here, one here, one here, here. So you're going to get pricked at least 4 times, if not more. And your lips, I don't know about your lips, but mine are insanely sensitive. Like, so sensitive. Just me rubbing my nail very delicately across my lip is tickling it to where I need to almost sneeze. My lips are very, very delicate. So for me, it was very painful. But again, not everybody's the same, but there will be some aspect of pain with or without numbing cream. I had numbing cream and it was still painful. And another thing, don't let the injector or the doctor or whoever talk you into doing something you're not comfortable with. A lot of places will be like, oh, you can also use a little cheek filler. Your cheeks are a little hollow, or your jawline's not really that prominent. And then you start looking at yourself, and you start noticing those things, because someone just pointed them out to you. Yeah. If you're happy, you're content, that's all that matters. A lot of times, that'll happen because they want you to continue paying their bills. So, they're going to suggest more things to you in hopes that you'll get it and they get more money. there's that. Now, in terms of healing, it's going to bruise. It's going to swell. I've seen some horror photos where people have got very badly swollen if they were allergic and didn't know or whatever. Usually you have to go through like a medical clearing with a nurse to, make sure that you're okay to get the filler. But sometimes you don't know until you get it how your body's going to react, right? But no matter what, you're going to swell. There's going to be swelling. How much? Again, depends on the person and their body, the injector and how they inject it, all those things. Some people might be swollen for 2 weeks. Some people might be swollen for 4 days. But no matter what, it's going to be probably about a week. And it's going to feel lumpy and bumpy and weird and look strange in the beginning until the filler settles down and sets and kind of moves to where it needs to be. Sometimes you can get lumps and bumps that don't go away. If you are constantly putting filler on top of filler on top of filler, they say like 6 to 8 months in between sessions is preferred because you don't want to keep going on top and on top of old filler, because then you can run into a lot of issues. So, my situation was very lucky. I was very happy with my results. Again, I just didn't think I needed to continue to do it. I didn't think it was, what's the word I'm looking for? I just didn't feel like doing it anymore, truthfully. Did I like it and have a good experience? Yes. But it wasn't like something that I was just so in love with that I felt like I needed to do over and over again. Mine lasted, I can still see a little bit in there, and it's almost 2 years later, so how long it lasts depends on your metabolism, how your body metabolizes the filler. Some people, if you work out a lot and you're moving and grooving, it might dissolve a little faster for a person like that than for a person who works from home, isn't moving around a lot. And again, a lot of it has to do with the physical makeup of your body, your genes, your genetics. Everybody's going to be different. And in my opinion, do what makes you happy. It's your body, it's your choice. And if anybody's judging you, that just kind of shows it's a reflection on them and that they're projecting. They're either miserable or unhappy, or both, or they wish they could and can't, and whatever the case may be. If it's something you want to do, like I said, do your research, learn as much about it as you can, listen to different people's real reviews. For me, it was very, very painful. Day 1, 2, 3. Day 4, it started to heal. Things started to go into place. The lumps and bumps started to calm down. The bruising took about a week and a half. Because I had a lot of bruising. But like I said, my lips are very sensitive, so especially when it's an upper lip. And again, really look into what fillers the place that you're going to has to offer, because there are fillers that are better than others, and you just kind of have to let them know the kind of lip look or whatever you're looking for, and they'll tell you what your options are. Then and look for reviews and type in Juvederm lip filler results before and after, or Voluma filler before and after. Type in the particular filler so you can see real life people's before and afters for that particular filler that you're getting, because Sally and Sarah might both have lip fillers, but they could have two totally different kinds of fillers. So it can definitely make a difference on the appearance and, of course, price. And there's some fillers that like more easily migrate over time. So sometimes what can happen is the filler can start moving within your face, and a lot of people don't talk about that, but it definitely can happen. And you know, again, some are going to have different results than others in terms of the different type of filler. So yeah, I think I covered everything. If you have any other questions, leave them down below. And thank you for hanging out with me. Like the video if you want more content like this. And subscribe if you are not. Good night.